I think it's a bit unrealistic to include us in any sort of title talk at the moment. Hello everyone and welcome back to More Going Local here with Tottenham Hotspur, where it's just a wonderful time. It always is. So this is the situation. I don't really know why this is here, because it's basically Liverpool, they're going to win, aren't they? They're 9 points clear. It's basically done really, isn't it? Chelsea could maybe get them, maybe. Don't know. I mean, theoretically we could obviously, but with 13 points behind, it's not very likely, is it? But we are of course involved on two other fronts, and that's what we'll get to in a minute. But let's just recap what's happened since last time. It's been a mixed bag, it's fair to say. Not the results I was necessarily expecting. In the Premier League, a 3-2 win against Chelsea. Fantastic. Of course, they're above us in the table. You know, we've got a chance of getting second. We're still potentially alive in some sort of title hunt, albeit unrealistic. But a great performance to win that one. We then drew 1-1 with West Brom, which ordinarily would be terrible, but given our appalling record against West Brom, I think actually we'll take this. We then got absolutely destroyed by Borussia Mönchengladbach. Awful performance. Really dreadful. It's Bournemouth all over again. Yeah. We're in a big hole. But then we bounced back to beat managerless Manchester City 2-0 Kouassi and Tafili with the goals in that one. Fantastic stuff. So let's go to Manchester City first of all then, actually, because of course last time we did see that Marcelo Gallardo was sacked after 10 years. Ridiculous decision by the AI given his long successful period there. And we did apply for the job, and we did have an interview for the job. We were the odds-on favourite after that interview to get the job. But if we look here, you can see we've not got the job. They've hired Zinedine Zidane instead. Just to remind you, Zinedine Zidane in this save relegated with West Ham United. Now he is going to be in charge of Manchester City. It makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, I guess we could replace him at Roma. I don't know. They're not having a great time back in Serie A. Neither are Inter, which is good. Just to confirm, they have not won anything. In fact, they've been doing worse than when we were in charge. And to be honest, I don't really want to go to Man City, because if we look at the Premier League table in full, since we beat them, we've gone above them in the table. We've got a game in hand over them. They might not even get into the Champions League, whereas we actually now might, which is quite good. But of course, another route into the Champions League is to win the Europa League, and we have got a mountain to climb. We're at home against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the second leg. If we don't win, then obviously we're out. That's how it works. We're 3-0 down. We need to score 4 goals. So it could be worse. Not much worse, but it could theoretically be worse. Team is a bit mixed up. Not some good performances from some people recently. I would keep the same team that just beat Man City, but some of the fitness is not great. Well, certainly Tafili's fitness is not great, so he's going to have to sit this one out. Caldera is unfortunately injured, so I guess we're going to play for Vela. No one wants to play for Vela, but we're going to have to, really, because Kouassi's going to be up front. Barco's on the other flank. Estes, Sabisi, and Lindbergh's going to be the midfield. Ferentine, his recent form is terrible. I've been playing Rob Dow, but he's not registered for the Europa League because I'm a genius. Nabili still at left back. Aurelio back from suspension in this one. I didn't play him in the first leg, even though he wasn't suspended for the Europa League. He's only suspended in the Premier League. So yeah, forgot to put him back in. So yeah, could have played him, just forgot to put him back in, and we lost 3-0. So that's brilliant. Stevenson's going to be alongside him because Pat Devaney's not quite fit enough to start. And then Burgos is going to be at right back. Hall in goal. His recent form is dreadful, but he has had a first England cap. So well done, Darius. Well done. Right, big performance needed here. I'm not confident. We'll see what happens in the first sort of 10 minutes, and if we haven't scored, we'll probably go attacking. We need to go attacking, really. I expect to win today. That's really the least we can do. I mean, a 2-0 win theoretically is good, but of course in an aggregate match is not. Right, thrilling opening 10 minutes or so, nothing is happening, so we're going attacking. We have to go for this as best we can. Finally, a highlight. Sabisi flings it out to Barco, who of course will be leaving us at the end of the season. He's slowing down a little bit, but he's still playing really well. Sabisi across to Burgos. Can we get some sort of early goal? That would obviously help. Of course, we concede, then we're done for. Estes can't get a shot away, and is this going to sort of peter out? Nabili, Barco, Kouassi has scored. Good, just what we needed. Kouassi is playing up front because Bennett has been absolutely dreadful. He's not scored for a very long time, so he won't be playing for a while because Kouassi is amongst the goals. We've got 1. We need 2 to force extra time, 3 to go through. It's safe to say, on evidence so far, Mönchengladbach are just happy to park the bus. We've already found a way through, but they're fine. They don't need to, to worry too much. They can afford to lose one more goal. Maybe we can get one here. Aurelio, it goes across, it's in. Sabisi scores. The flick down, apparently from Barco. Lots of people involved. It might have come straight from the free kick, actually. It did. Barco puts it in. Aurelio misses it, but Sabisi gratefully taps it home. Suddenly we're back in this, and it could get very interesting very quickly. It looked impossible, but that's the power of being at home. Sabisi driving into the box, flicks it forward, looking for Estes. It's a good save. Favela keeps it in. Burgos across. Sabisi's there. Sabisi scores, and we're back on level terms. 35 minutes in. Well, suddenly the impossible just got very, very possible. Of course, we don't have any away goals to fall back on if they score. If they score, obviously that's a problem. So we're just going to keep on scoring. You would imagine they're going to now have to change how they're playing, having shipped 3 goals. But yeah, they've gone, well, slightly more attacking, 2 up top. They might have been doing that before. I wasn't really looking. I can't go back and check. And this is the first time we've seen them on the ball. They need to now score. But obviously, if we can keep on scoring, then we can just get out of sight, win 5-6, 7-0, no problem whatsoever. But an away goal for them creates added complications with the overall score. We've intercepted. Estes flicks it up, finds Kouassi, who beats the defender. He's out wide, but he's going to go for the side netting. No, he's not going to go for the side netting. He tricked me. He tricked the defenders. He tricked all of us. Serge Kouassi, a man reborn. It's 4-0 in the first half, and we're going through. Beats the defender. I mean, this has side netting all over it, but no. He was going to hit the side netting, but he miskicked it. It hit the defender. He's able to go inside. He's able to score. It's 4-3 overall. Where's this come from? Well, wow, unbelievable. As it stands, we're going through, and that didn't look very likely at the start of the game. Although there is still 45 minutes to go. Of course, 1 goal for them changes everything. They would go through on away goals, which is still a thing in this universe. Not next season, not this season in real life. But it's cleared from their corner. Favela, is he going to do something useful in a Tottenham shirt for the first time all season? Racing away. This has side netting written all over it. He's gone wide, holds it up well, pulls it back for Sabisi. It's blocked. Lindberg's there, and it's saved. Aurelio intercepts from the resultant goal kick though, and Estes pressing forwards. Here's Favela, good control from him. Here's Sabisi, very involved today, flicks it up. Estes is there. Estes scores. His 9th for the season is 5-0. And we've got a bit of a cushion. I really did not expect this to happen, but I'm very pleased it is. Sabisi, great work from him. Again, having one of the best games of the season. Estes gratefully converts. 5-0, 5-3 overall. They can score, and it doesn't actually matter at the moment. There's still quite a lot of football left to play, though. Who knows what the resultant scoreline is going to be. Burgos racing down the touchline. He's been intercepted, though, by Schmidt. And Mönchengladbach, they're hoping to work a chance. Just an aimless ball forwards, though. Stevenson, hopefully he can keep his wits about him. He's being very slow about it. But I guess we can afford to waste a bit of time now, given the position that we've managed to earn for ourselves. Punted forwards, but intercepted again. I mean, we can afford to concede now, but I'd still rather we didn't, if at all possible, as Hall, not convincing, but makes a stop. Corner from Barco. Aurelio, can he score? He's close. Corner from Barco. Aurelio can't even get near it this time. Lindberg racing away to get the loose ball, though, to stop the counter-attack. Great to see. Here's Favela. He's actually playing quite well today. Ball across. Kouassi turns. It's not gone in. There's still half an hour to play, and Kouassi's in behind again, and Kouassi's hit the post. I've played this game enough, especially FM21 enough to know this could still go very, very wrong. Sabisi with a weird pass, but he's managed to find Burgos, who finds Lindberg. Good control from the Dane. Barco, left-hand side, into Estes. I think 6-0, we can start relaxing a little bit, maybe. Nabili, ball across to Barco. The goalkeeper's dived. He's managed to reset himself and stops Sabisi's effort. Barco, another corner. Aurelio again can't convert. I've just looked at a stat. 5.35 XG. Crazy stuff. Favela's injured. Of course he is. Obviously, I don't think we have any wingers on the bench. I'm going to shove Arezzo on there. Why not? 12 minutes left. Here is Arezzo. Flicks it forwards to Estes. Estes has scored. It's 6-0. I think we can probably call it. I'm going to take Estes off because he's so good. We'll bring Downey on, give him a rest. Barco off as well. Just shove Bennett out there. because he can't do much harm. Good assist from Arezzo, who we really should use more because he's actually very good. Estes is also very good as well. And 6-0. We've completely turned it on its head. We've done everything we need to do, and it's a big old relief. I've made all the changes now, so obviously now they're going to attack. But no, Kouassi with a ridiculous dink past Arezzo, who is not a natural winger at all, but his attributes would indicate he can easily do the job, as he's showing here. Flicks it into Downey, who goes close again. I think we're going to be okay now, though Nabili's got a bit of a knock, but he's got himself nearly an assist. We fit the woodwork again. This time Arezzo, who's done well in his brief cameo. But wow, what a turn up for the books this has been. Sabisi into Bennett. Can Bennett score maybe? Who knows? Sabisi's getting close to a 10 rating. If he can get another goal, he'll surely get one. Downey, it's over again. It's been an absolute masterclass. Well, there we go. Wonderful stuff. And we had a mountain to climb, but we climbed it like we're Edmund Hillary going up Mount Everest. That's a deep cut. Anyway, 6-0. Wonderful stuff. Really, really, really good performance. I have no idea who we're playing next. Milan are out, which is good. Feyenoord are out as well. That's sad to see. And Valencia are out too. So I think it's Leipzig. I think it's Red Bull Leipzig. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Nabili, bit of an injury. Favela, bit of an injury. Not ideal because we're playing Burnley in the Cup semi-final in a few days' time. It's Real Sociedad, which is not a bad draw. Great performance from Sabisi. We're through to the semi-final of the Europa League for the 57th time. Okay, while that's all happening in the Premier League, Man United dropping points, Chelsea dropping points as well. We've lost to Newcastle. And what that means is we've got 2 games in hand on all those guys. Look, we're not catching Liverpool. That's out of the question. But we can still get second place here, which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, it's not very good from a challenge perspective, but, Right, good news. Favela is finally confident to play in the left wing position. It's taken all season, but he can finally do it. And we're gonna put that into full effect today by playing him on the right wing again, because we don't have anyone else that can really go there. Nabili's injured, which is really annoying because Skate is still injured as well. Why are you injured still? How long were you? I mean, he's literally out for a day. What perfect timing from the game once again. And Nabili's injury is only a 1 to 2 day injury, so that's just fantastic. I mean, this is an issue. We're gonna Shakas, I guess. We'll just shove him out there. He's not confident at it, and he's not very good. So this is going to go wrong, isn't it? Very wrong. I don't really want to change much about the rest of the team because Lindbergh, for example, played really, really well. So I'm going to not bring Dow back in, I think. I think the option actually is, in terms of, I'm looking at the star ratings, Borgos on the left, and we'll play Chakas at right back. It might go wrong. In fact, you know what? We're not even going to do that. Devaney comes back in. I mean, Stevenson and Aurelio have done really well, but Devaney comes back in, Stevenson at right back. I don't know why I just didn't do that to start with. Otherwise, no changes. Let's beat Burnley and get to the FA Cup final. That would be really good. Right, it's fair to say that our recent success at winning things has not been great. So, we've managed to overturn a huge deficit. We're in the Europa League semi-final again. Can we make the FA Cup final as well? It'd just be great. It'd be really, really great. And so that for that reason, it's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. And even if it does, we'll play Arsenal in the final probably, and then we'll end up losing. Left back already an issue, but Aurelio clears away some potential danger here. We've got a winger called Capone. I mean, is his name Al? We'll have to check that in a minute. Estes against his former club, causing all sorts of issues already, but it's Burnley coming forwards. We've managed to intercept though, and can we look to counter? Favela, who impressed so much against Mönchengladbach. We're giving him a chance again today. He's found Kouassi, tight angle for the Frenchman, pulls it back to Estes, and Estes against his former club. What a signing this has been, by the way. I looked at his attributes. The scouts weren't convinced. The coaches weren't convinced. I was convinced, and I was right. He's been absolutely sensational. As a Mazzala, he is perfect. He's left-footed. His attributes are fantastic for the role. He is literally a godsend of a player. It's a position that is often difficult to find someone who just, sort of gets it right. Lars Estes is perfect. It's called Claudio, not Al. Okay, I mean, that's about the extent of the excitement happening the rest of the half, which is fine by me. No more highlights, please. Didn't quite get no more highlights, but look, I mean, we're 67 minutes in, and obviously at this point. Burnley, who have done nothing all game since that sort of opening highlight, are going to try and come forwards. Try and come forwards and equalise, obviously, because that's how it works, really. I just want a game. The Mönchengladbach game was so good. Can we just have games where we just dominate and then no one else does anything? I like those games. They're fun. As here come Burnley, trying to equalise, being very patient, very not Sean Dyche. He's not in charge anymore, but it's been given away. It's a horrendous pass, and Kouassi is through, and oh dear. He's in such good form, Serge. Not today. 10 minutes to go though. Philly's on for Favela, who didn't disgrace himself, but he's not had an amazing game. And time is ticking away. Oh, obviously, it's a late highlight, starting with a Burnley kick. Philly intercepts though. Here's Kouassi. Here's Philly, the fittest man on the pitch. Philly, it's a weak effort, and Jose Gabriel, who sounds like a man who's about to drop some sort of Latin records, is able to stop that one. Kouassi intercepts though. Barco. Here's Esters into injury time. I'm not making any more changes at the moment. Esters is another stop from Jose Gabriel. I think the time's up though. We've won 1-0. Job done. Into the FA Cup final. And there you go. Would you look at that? It's shockingly enjoyable and productive and good. We are through in both competitions, which I did not expect to see. And obviously it's this lot in the final. North London derby. Well, obviously it's a big occasion, made even bigger by that. But I would rather it was someone else. Oh, well, anyway, that's something to look forward to. Yeah, coming up soon, but not next time, because next time it's got to be the Europa League semi-final, obviously. Both legs of that one, because we so rarely get through it. Sociedad with the derby game in the middle. Not a derby, literally derby. But yeah, that's that. Very successful, surprisingly so. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Can we win something? It's possible, but you know the answer's no.